I'm always surprised by
Little city.
how bad
Tourists.
it's changed.
Yeah, scariest environment.
She's a price analysis for a company that did something with the government, like years. I've done a lot of that. Work a lot with veterans affairs. I imagine it's probably even worse now. I'm not sure what they do. I just know what she does.
By quite a fact. Okay, Mr. Chairman, we are recording and we are YouTubing whenever you are ready to call the meeting.
Okay, I got 8:59 and at this time, I'd like to call to order the Westfalen County Board of Commissioners, Criminal Justice and County Affairs Committee. First up, we have, is there any additions or subtractions from the agenda?
I'm not sure.
Okay, we will accept the agenda as presented. Okay, I'll call to the public. Is there anybody physically in the room that would like to speak at this time? I see none. Is there anybody online or on the phone at this time?
There is not at this time, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, there will be an opportunity towards the end of the meeting to have a comment. Okay, we have one agenda item. Consider approving the budget request for the fiscal year 2024 Child Care Fund in the amount of $1,785,877.07 and authorize the board chair to sign same. 7 cents. That amount caught me right away.
This is our, yeah.
Let me make sure that
Ah,
I wish it was just that amount.
it was off. Okay.
Okay,
Well, there's some good news there.
like I said, you guys are the only thing in there, so you're probably gonna get the full treatment.
Sure, that's right. I can take it. So it's a pretty standard grant application for the fund reimbursement. Again, this covers 50%, but I'll talk more about that changing in a minute. Of expenses for items such as foster care, institutional care, in-home care, independent living. So this also covers the programming, day treatment, juvenile probation officer, all of those things. We also have basic grant funding, which covers 100% of eligible expenses. And that amount changed from 15,000 to 56,000 earlier this year. So that is great news for us. As long as we meet the eligibility requirements, you can get reimbursement for counseling, drug testing, assessments, and electronic monitoring. So that is an improvement from 50% for some of those. We also have more money in the youth garden, which is doing fantastic this year. So we're very excited about that. There's not much change in our grant application, about $40,000 difference. And that just covers some proposed cost increases maybe for day treatment and non-secure, along with COLA adjustments for our youth or our employees who are funded through this program. So before you ask questions, I'll tell you the good news is this reimbursement is changing for some items to 75% effective October 1st. So we just learned that. So any of our programming, which will include day treatment, not non-secure because that's considered institutional care. None of our placement will be going to 75, but that's still at 50%. Everything else is 75% reimbursable effective October 1st.
Okay, I always get questions when we get an increase that's wasn't expected. Two questions. Is the 40,000 that you increased just because of the increase in the 56, or was that separate, or that wasn't a factor considering that? I just noticed that they're pretty similar.
Yes, so we came back to you earlier this year, amending our application to a higher amount to account for the 56,000 change. So the $40,000 difference is exclusive of that 50
Okay,
of that difference.
that's my question.
Yes. Yes.
And why 56,520? Is that just, that's a strange amount that there must be a,
What's not a strange amount?
that's true, but it's like there's gotta be some reasoning because it's not rounded up or there, I was wondering if it was tied to population or something, or is that the same amount for everybody?
Same amount for everybody. My guess is they had a certain amount of money and divided it by the
Divided
number of
80,
counties and
what
courts
came
that
up
are
with.
in that, and
Okay.
that's what the number became. We thought it was a little odd as well. But
Is this, do you feel like this is gonna be just a one-time increase, or is it gonna be a policy change going forward? We have no idea.
I think it's gonna continue because there's a big push right now for care of juveniles, and there's several new laws coming out about juveniles. You know, remember when we talked about the adult, how you're not supposed to put people in jail anymore and all of those kinds of things. That's coming down for juveniles as well, in a more strict manner. So I think this funding is gonna continue because of that big push.
Well, you know, this has always been one of my heartburn funds because it's just so unpredictable and could run extremely expensive depending on who we have in the system.
Yes.
So I know this is one I always watch.
Control over that.
That's what, it's like I said, it's always, since I've been on here, we've been done a great job. The judge has done a great job trying to keep it, but I know it could really expand fast on us, so.
We have to look at now because potentially that difference maker. So thankfully, the individual is currently in Midland, but we were looking at out of state and it was $500 a day. So we're right. You're right.
There's just no place.
One youth
Yeah,
can
yeah, I know, that's why we're hopefully trying to get some. here.
tip the scale.
But,
So-
yeah, it's sad situation. I don't have any more questions, Commissioner.
I was curious about the mentioned eligibility for, was the 100%? And then there were requirements. How are we with those requirements? So is that something we have to stretch for? Or
No, we are already, and I brought the list of what those are. We're already meeting those requirements when we were under the $15,000. But there are things like there has to be a history of confirmed abuse and or neglect of the youth, school truancy, suspensions, expulsions, runaway, use of drugs or alcohol, ineffective, inconsistent, or non-existent parental control, negative or delinquent peer relationships. So it's really with the youth that are already under the court's jurisdiction, they're meeting these
That's
already.
hard to meet the requirement.
okay, yeah,
So
Fortunate.
if they're not meeting most of these, they're not under our jurisdiction already. So
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, we've seen this.
Yep.
It's a big amount, but it's, which we had more, but. Appreciate all the job you guys have done on this. Like I said, you really. Think the program has been pretty well monitored last couple of years, so I don't have any more questions, so.
We don't usually use all of the funds. And it's a huge number. We have not in
But,
several years,
But-
but we always plan for them so that we're not giving you surprises to the general fund.
like I said, it could go the other way really fast, and you gotta,
catch all the water, whether it's a stream or
yeah, it's hard to
Flood.
figure something that's unpredictable, so.
I'm glad you guys understand that.
We talk about it a lot
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
We really do.
We talk about it a lot too, so.
he talks about it a lot.
I talk about it a lot.
It is what it is. We are government. And we know we have to be there.
Have to be there, you know, that's like, we gotta figure out how to fund everything, so.
Not gonna be
Right?
avoided.
Like I said, that this county's done well as far as court systems, done well with them. Hopefully, everybody's being served
It's just
properly.
a scary environment right now.
It
You
is.
Look at other communities. So
All right, I'll make a motion to move forward the consideration approving the budget request for fiscal year 2024 childcare funds in the amount of $1,785,000. Oh, there's a period instead of a comma. Wrong math. $877.07. Authorize the board chair to sign for the form DHS 2091 to the Board of Commissioners meeting.
I will support that. Is there any more discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, the same. The motion has passed. We'll move this forward to the work session. Thank
Thank
you
you very much.
Thank you
Good
for the
seeing you.
time.
Yeah.
Good seeing you.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't come over and shake your hand.
Well,
Good seeing
You gotta switch your glasses. Sorry, guys.
Excellent.
We're not on the agenda, but we're-
Oh,
Your,
okay. I'm like,
your eyes sensitive?
what meeting do we have at
I
11?
had some
That's
surgery
fine.
done last night,
Oh.
yesterday, so
Yeah.
so-
I got different focuses that's going on, so,
How do you-
Oh, okay.
I
so
think.
the light
I
bothers
think
one
we've
eye.
placed, let me look at the agenda.
said
I
I was
think we've placed prosecuting attorney Barbary just before the budget update, so
Okay, all right.
we can
Thanks.
speak at that
Thanks. Have a
time.
good one.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, I guess we're up to announcements. You have any announcements?
I do not.
Just that we plan on handing out letters for the ad hoc committee Wednesday and Thursday, so
Oh, good.
we're the rest of the commissioners are welcome to attend, so. Okay, call to the public. We have nobody in the room physically that would like to comment. Is there anybody online or on the phone?
There is not at this time, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, with that, I will close call to the public and call the meeting adjourned. Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you.